planty friends. So this is Deanna coming to you at Plant Heartbeats, and it's Saturday evening and I was gonna do a little project myself and I decided to just go ahead and turn on the camera. Might not be the best video ever. My husband's working on our front porch, so it's gonna be a little noisy, but I thought, why not? Let's just do it together. So I have my beautiful Philodendron Micans here, and I've been wanting to repot this beautiful baby and put it on a moss pole because, as you can see, she is growing fast, and I want her to vine up and hopefully grow bigger leaves. But just look at these leaves. They are velvety, they're kind of reddish in the back. They're gorgeous. And I also have my Philodendron Brandtianum, and look at those silvery leaves. And she's about the same size as the other one. She's doing great. I just feel like she needs care, and I need to do that moss pole, so that's what I'm gonna do today. Honestly, I'm not a pro at this. This is my second one that I'm gonna be doing, so I'm not a pro, but hey, you only learn as you try, right? And this is what I'm gonna use today. I have the 4 feet bamboo sticks that you can get from Lowe's, and they're about $4, so very cheap. So let's see how we do this. Let me see. I'm gonna start by opening them up, and I'm going to try to cut it using one of my clippers that I have for plants. So hopefully this will cut through. Super long. Should we do it 4 feet? We have high expectations, right? I don't think so. It's gonna look kind of funny. Let's see. Let's compare it to the plant. No, it's got some time to go, but I'll sure it'll reach it in a year or so. But I'm thinking I'm just gonna cut it because I don't want it to look so crazy. Let's see. Maybe a little bit more than halfway. Or is that too much? Let's try it here. Put my clippers to the test. It works. Okay. So today I'm going to be using some sphagnum moss, and it's a different type. It's a compressed type, and this is the one that I'm using. And this is the one that once you put water on it, it really multiplies. It's supposed to be a very clean moss. I honestly really like this one compared to the one I used the other day from Lowe's. It was not compressed, and it took a lot of moss, and it was not as clean. So these are my very special plants, so I'm gonna use the better moss. So I've had it here with water, and now I'm just gonna squeeze out some of the excess water, and I'm right now doing it alone. I'm gonna try to do it alone. If I can't do it alone, then I'm gonna get a helper. But for now, I don't know. Let's see. Is it that hard to do it by yourself? Okay, so we're gonna give it some space in the bottom where it's gonna be in the pot. This is a pot that I'm gonna use, terracotta pots in that chocolatey color. So the moss can start right here. Okay. And here we go. Mold it. And I already have some fish wire here ready to go. And I'm gonna just wrap it. Wrap. I pre-cut it, and I think that's so much easier. than what I had done in my last moss pull. Okay. It's holding. So anyhow, how is your weekend going? I hope you all are having a good weekend. I know weekends are always fun because you get to sit back maybe and enjoy and look at your beautiful plants and maybe give them some love and care, stuff you've been wanting to do to them. Finally I have time, so that's me today. And hopefully the sun is shining where you're at. We woke up with a cloudy day, but ended up getting some sunshine, so I'm happy because it's a different story, you know, when it's a sunny day and you know your plants are gonna drink up that sunlight. So yeah. Okay. Not too difficult, not too shabby. Okay. I don't think I prepared enough moss, but it's okay. I can always prepare it very quickly. I'm running out soon. And I want to tell everybody thank you for your support. I'm like super shocked and happy that I'm having support in my channel. I'm getting closer to the 1,000 subscribers, and I know that might not be a lot for some people, but for me it is. And I'm happy to have an audience to share my plant life with, because I think a lot of you guys that enjoy plants like me might have a lot of friends, but they just don't love plants as much as you do. So it's nice to be able to just share, you know, the things you learn every time a new leaf comes around with somebody that actually cares. So it's great, you know, to share it and get you guys' feedback and comments. And I've got some awesome feedback on my Monstera Thai constellation root rot, trying to save her. Some good advice from you all, and I appreciate it, and I'm putting in practice some of the advice you guys have given me. And if you haven't watched that video, I'll link it, the Saving My Thai Monstera. And by the way, she's doing so good. She is giving me a stunning new leaf that is just gorgeous, 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 and she's alive. So we do help each other out in the plant community by sharing our experiences, because a lot of times it's like you just have to experiment and learn, but we want to avoid, you know, all the failures that other people have gone through. So it's like by sharing your stories, you can kind of hopefully save yourself a failure of maybe making a mistake. And I think that's one of the big objectives of these videos, is learning from each other and learning tips and having more success and keep having fun and hopefully de-stress, you know, doing these at-home hobbies, activities full of green nature, alive plants, plant babies. Oh yeah. Okay, so I am at the end of my fish wire, so I didn't cut enough, but that's okay. I'm gonna go cut another piece, and then I'm gonna make sure to connect it to this. Okay, let's do that. Right over here, give me a moment. Okay, okay, so sharing tips on what not to do. The fish wire, be very careful not to tangle it, because mine ended up very tangled, so now it's a mess. But I'm still trying to use it. So let's see if I can do a little knot. And attach these two parts. I don't think it might be that necessary, but let me just try. got it. I did not. Okay. Let's keep on going. So don't sweat it if you don't cut enough. Not that hard. To add a little more. So it's surprising, you know, plants, you know, and how they fight to survive, most of them. Most of them. So far, the plants that are giving me the most trouble are maybe the calatheas. Some of them. Not all of them. Some have been pretty easy. But some have just, you know, I treat them the same, and some of them are just not happy. But these Philodendron Micans and Brandy are easy. You know, just, you know, the big rule of thumb with being a plant parent is don't overwater your plants. And actually I can't have them a medium to bright indirect light, so obviously that's pretty good for a plant. Actually, this one's in medium light. The other one's in a little higher light. There is one little leaf here that's unfurling, that it's a little brown. I really don't know why. Okay, so the question is, where do I put the tip? Okay, I'm gonna mold it. And I'm just gonna try to tie a knot where I see another piece of the wire, or the fishing string, not wire. And I don't think it'll come apart easily. Okay, so now I'm going to just squeeze to shape and mold. I don't want to make this video so long, so let's keep on going. Squeeze, shape, mold. Come on, baby. Please stay on here. The other moss bowl that I did, that I can link that video to, the moss is holding up. We were afraid that it was gonna like when it dries, it was gonna fall apart. I mean, it does if you actually scrape it, but if you don't scrape it, it stays in its place. Honestly, I have found that these moss poles are hard to water, because normally when you water a plant, you water it from the base, unless you take this plant, which I think I'm gonna take it to the shower and, like, you know, spray it down with the shower head, and that way it can get the moss really wet. Okay. Here's my crazy moss. Okay, so next step. Let's prepare the dirt. Okay, so I already have some of my dirt, my soil mixture, and I have a good potting mix that I buy from Plant and Seed Nursery. It has a good mixture already. It's supposed to not be that heavy, and I add some more perlite and orchid bark. I think I have potting soil of that type of potting soil that already has a bunch of different mixtures in it, about 50%, and then I'm adding another 30% of orchid bark and maybe like 20% of perlite. Honestly, I'm not a pro at this. I've learned, you know, you just want to make sure you have very aerated soil and so forth. This soil mixture is doing pretty good. Sometimes it dries a little too fast, maybe I'll say. Like in a week I have to water my plants, but I guess that's fine. Rather err in that side of caution than to err in where the stays wet for too long. So that's what I'm gonna do. And by the way, I ordered these from Amazon. They're very good. So I can link them if you guys want to see them and see if they work out for you. Okay, hold on, let's put the moss pole in there. Moss pole, here we go, here we go. Moss pole, should we do it in the middle? No, I can't do it in the middle because the plant is going to be in the front. So we're going to squeeze. We'll get to see how the roots are doing too. It's has some pretty nice roots. Can y'all see? You probably can't. I'm sorry, I'm not that close to the camera, but it's doing pretty good. So yeah. Actually, let's just take some of this off. And now I'll put it here. It's too low. Okay, moss pole in the back. Now we're gonna fill her up. Let's try not to make such a big of a mess, right? Make your Saturday night a little bit more pleasant after the fun of repotting. You don't want to have to clean up so much, but you know you've always got to clean up some. And lightly tap in, but not too much. And the moss pole is staying up. Nice. Okay. Once I water it, it should even stay better. Okay. So now I have to go get my little stringy stuff that's gonna hold it up in the plant. Let me go get it because I didn't grab it. Okay. So I've used this VELCRO stuff. I've used it in my other video too. And it's pretty good stuff. Now, I do want to come closer to the camera and show you guys how I'm gonna tie it up. I know in my last video I didn't show you guys that part, and some of you guys had questions how I did it, so I'll show you how I did it. You cut a piece, kind of have to eyeball how much you think you're gonna need. Hopefully this will be it. And that was probably just enough. Okay, so then you're just gonna have to be careful. And my objective is gonna be try to swirl it around, I guess you would say. So I grab the strand right here and I'm bringing this one towards the back. I kind of gently push and see what the plant allows me to do. But I mean, you kind of have to just feel your plant. Let's see, I got this one right there. And let's go ahead and put the white part goes towards the plant. Shouldn't hurt it. You can always, these are like the Velcro, so you can always change it up. Let's pre-cut some. Okay. Let's find another strand, which I think this is a good one here. It's a nice thick one. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Okay, we're gonna grab her here. And I'm just kind of trying to grab overall the main thick stems. Okay, and making sure I leave space for where the leaves are gonna open up. Okay, here's another one. Where are you? This one's like a one leaf thing. One leaf. See, some of these have not actually grown long enough. It's interesting. So what am I gonna do? Maybe grab it here a little bit. Wow. I want to squeeze them like that. Okay. You know, I feel like I might have to wait a little bit until some of these grow a little longer. Once I have the moss pole already made, then I can grab them back here, but I'm gonna have to let them trail because these are just kind of short. They're not long enough. But it won't hurt it to be like that. Once they grow a little longer, then I'll have the moss pole already done and ready. Plant number 1. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other one and show you the end result because I don't want this video to be so long, okay? Okay, this is like, I don't know, 15 minutes later. I have that second moss pole all completed, and I wanted to bring you back so you can see the tying up the Philodendron Micans. So here she is. I'm making a mess in my living room. As long as I don't get it on my carpet, I'm okay with that. I can always vacuum. Okay, so I already put a little bit of soil on the bottom, and moss pole, basically I kept twisting it up and down, up and down, up and down as I kept going with the fishing wire, and the moss is on. Hopefully it will stay on. It usually does after it dries up. Here comes the beautiful Micans. Let's get her out of her pot. And by the way, I forgot to mention this one. I got it for $12, and it was like one little strand with 5 little leaves. And it's grown a lot, and I bought it at the farmer's market, no, at a rare plant store that is called Growing Green, and I have a video about it. It's a very cool video if you want to watch that one too. A lot of rare, beautiful plants, but they also had it at the farmer's market here where I live in Raleigh area, North Carolina. Okay, so she's in. You see, now we just gotta put the moss pole before we forget. This one I'm trying to put it closer to the middle part where the plant starts, and not so close, not so back on the pot. I think this would do even better. And I had to go get more soil, do another mixture because I had ran out. So, you know, I just hope to see how fast it can grow now that it has a moss pole. Okay, so it's in, lightly pushing it in, not too much. Just enough for the moss pole to stay, and I think it's staying now, which is great. Okay, so now we're gonna start bringing, see, up the strands. Maybe this one would be easier to see, they're a little longer. Okay, you see the aerial roots here? There's some aerial roots right there. So we want those to touch the moss pole, if possible. But of course, we don't want to hurt the plant. I mean, I just want to get it close. So I'm going to twist it around, wrap, wrap, wrap. Push it here, just softly. So some pressure is okay, you just don't want to overdo it. So I think I'm going to grab this one. Obviously, I don't want to grab it with the leaf is coming out in. But I think I'm going to grab it here. I have a little VELCRO pre-cut. Okay, got that baby down. Let's get this baby up and let it climb and enjoy. This one, I'm just gonna grab it from here. And here would be a good spot. Okay. Here's another, but yeah, this Micans, wow guys, it grows fast. If you guys don't have one, I highly recommend this one, and hopefully you guys can find it somewhere local, so you don't have to pay a very high price online. And if you find a good price online, even if it's a small plant, this one you don't have to wait long for it to grow. So it's a good thing. Okay guys, sorry about the noise, like I mentioned. I'm not gonna complain because there's a beautiful porch coming, so for me, and I'm very excited about that. Okay, let's just pause it for a moment. Here's the other one that I had done the moss pole, that I can link that video where I had done my first moss pole, and look how happy she is and how she's doing, and look how she's crawling up this moss pole. And she's at the end. So what I'm thinking of doing is unsnapping it, because you can unsnap it, right? And maybe trying to twist it a little more, because it's kind of shooting up. I was a little scared, honestly, when I did it, and I was scared to twist it too much. But I think I'm gonna do a little more twisting, just because if I twist more, it can be a little fuller, especially like this part, it's going straight up. But anyhow, this is how the plant on a moss pole looks. Oh, so pretty, isn't she? This is the white form. Love it. And also, just one quick tip I want to say, just don't let this baby dry out. She won't like it. She'll turn yellow, and I've lost a good 10 beautiful big leaves that were ginormous like this one because I let it dry out. So don't do that. Okay, bye. Ta-da! Isn't she beautiful? Oh, you feel great when you have a project accomplished. So yeah, you can display your plants so much better like this. And this is the other one. Gorgeous. So as you can see, this VELCRO is green and it stands out, so it's okay. I feel like once the roots grab on to the moss, I can let go of the VELCRO because it's going to be holding on by itself, and since it's VELCRO, it's easy to take off. So meanwhile, I don't mind it as long as the plant's happy. Oh my, now you can really enjoy these leaves, can't you? They're kind of wet from the little repotting, but they are gorgeous. See the back? Oh, so pretty. So yeah, so cute. And this is the other one. Give you guys a close-up. I really want to show you guys close-up in all my videos, my plants, or the plants. They're not mine, I didn't create them. And they're just stunning. So I think one of the things I enjoyed about looking at videos on YouTube is I want to see the plants. Maybe it's a plant you're considering, so maybe you want to compare it to yours, maybe you're just obsessed with it, you want to see it over and over. So this is why this one's so popular, because of the silvery shine to it. It's an easy to grow plant. You know, something was going on, I'll be honest with you, because you see how this little new leaf has that and that. If you guys have any idea what that could be, let me know. Definitely know I have not overwatered it. I'm gonna put it in a brighter area because, like I said, I did have it like in medium light, so I might give it just a little more light. And this one seems to be doing perfectly fine. And those roots, look at those roots. It just wants to grab, right? Might tie it here. I might add another tie here. Right, guys? Gorgeous plant. Yeah, so if plants make your heart beat fast, your heart beats fast when you see a beautiful plant, then this is your channel. Go ahead and connect, subscribe, and you guys can enjoy all this beautiful things, plants, and tips, and where you can find good price plants. Like I said, I paid $12 for this one, and I paid $29 for this one, and I got this one at the local farmers market. So farmer markets, at least here in North Carolina, they have a lot of great plants, and it's grown, and I've had it for about 3 months, 2 months, I want to say, both of them approximately. This one maybe 3 months, and they've grown fast. So there you go. Water them only when they're dry. Let them be in a bright indirect area of light, and even medium will be fine for them. And pests, well, I have not encountered any pests yet, but of course I would use my Neem Oil mix with Dr. Bonner soap, or a pre-mix already, and that's what I would do. I usually use fish emulsion as my fertilizer. So that's what I do. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, and bye.